Here we go. I think Bitcoin is looking at yet another potential trap in this market, but I do think we're going back up. So I want to break this down for you as we go through this analysis in today's video. Look at this, Bitcoin really very nicely getting a rejection from this Ichimoku cloud right now, exactly as expected on the YouTube channel. But I don't expect that this is going to stay as resistance. I think that Bitcoin may end up dipping a little bit more and then retesting the Ichimoku cloud again. And I do think that it is going to get a little bit better. We can already see it starting to close off, right? If we just measure this really quickly, right now the Ichimoku cloud stretch is about 5.5% high, but it's already closing up a little bit now, about 4.9%, and it's going to keep on closing the more we test this range, which is absolutely great. And I think that we could be doing a couple of things right now, but the main thing really that I think Bitcoin is probably setting itself up for just at the moment is if I remove all of these things, I think really what we could be in is right now a very short-term uptrend that began right off this low over here. We were basically just trending up, and this is even more clear if I, increase the time frame again to perhaps the 8-hour or maybe even 1 day, although I might be pushing it a bit too far. But crucially, what I think that we're doing right now, let's just use the 6-hour. Actually, it might be a nice middle ground right here, is that Bitcoin was trending up a little bit, and it's now in potentially a staircase pattern before moving to the upside again. And I would expect that this does drop a little bit lower, because if we look at where the support is on this chart right here on the 4-hour time frame, this kind of how do I call it, diagonal resistance line, I am expecting to turn into support, and we didn't really use it as support. If we look at this on the 1-hour time frame, we pretty much got our breakout and we didn't actually come back down at any point. And so to me, that isn't really a real kind of retest of the support level, and so I would like to see us dropping a little bit lower. We also have some support that shows us we could be able to use it. Let's just take a look at the Ichimoku cloud on the 1-hour time frame. Bam, right there. We pretty much have lost the chance right there, but it's a nice cloud anyway. The support was going to be pretty much, just earlier today, but we didn't get to use it yet. On the 4-hour time frame, like I said, we do have that Ichimoku cloud, but if we switch it over to the EMA ribbon and we look at the momentum on this chart, we have support right here. So this is what makes the picture a little bit fuzzy, is that there's actually quite a lot of different areas of support this market can find at the moment, and they're all above the key area of support, which to me would be around the 47.3 area right now. Obviously, these support levels will get lower because this is a diagonal trending resistance line, or in this case now hopefully a support line, but that is something that I'm looking for. And the other key thing that I want to point out to you is that this would line up with this box that I've had drawn out for quite a while now, right? If I extend this line a little bit, we're pretty much just getting ready to fall into almost what I would call like a golden pocket kind of situation right here, where it's like a perfect storm of a potential bullish opportunity. And one of the key reasons that I'm seeing something like this happen in the market right now is if we switch back over to the Trusted Fear and Greed Index, we're now looking at a reading of 34. And so it's just this crazy emotional whiplash in the market where the market barely moves at all. Like really, we didn't see much crazy price action at all, but yet people are already becoming more fearful than they were yesterday by a factor of, in this case, 11%. So pretty severe. This makes sense, right? Because people are so emotionally scarred in this market right now. They don't trust anything, and they are just generally pretty scared of what's going on. And that does definitely mean that we could be looking at a situation where they are just really losing their greediness, losing their optimism very, very quickly. And I think that's good, right? I think it's good if we have that kind of level of fear in the market. We're going to be getting some more shorts mounted up. The key thing is we're not really going to be getting longs mounted up in this range. And I think that if we enter this range here, where we have this confluence of kind of key areas of support that we've been able to enjoy over these past few weeks, and also resistance, as you can see over here, it did act as resistance a few times. But if we're able to use it as support now, and it does line up with this area here, that is pretty great, right? To me, that is a really, really good sign, and that's why I'm looking at this potentially, like I said, just kind of being a nice move up, dropping down for that staircase step, moving up again. And actually, I'm just curious, now that I've drawn this for you, I just had an idea that it might also be interesting to draw a Fibonacci retracement on this. I did not do this before the video, but I'm curious to see what this looks like. Let's see okay, look at that. We're right now at the 382 level and the 618 level lining up with 47.1, 47.2. So let's see, does that line up with our beautiful box? No, it doesn't. It's a little bit lower than the box. We would have to drop down to around, although I've drawn the line differently here as well, but we would have to drop down a fair bit, about $100, $150 below the box right here. But nonetheless, quite an interesting Fibonacci retracement right here. 47.1 level was definitely quite important. If you look at this blue line that I just drew on the chart, let me just move the chart so it's a little bit easier to see everything. This blue line has been pretty important. We got some pretty key bounces off this level right here, some consolidation, some rejections, and so on, even a rejection right before this big rally up that we're enjoying in the market right now. And so definitely an important level on the Fibonacci retracement. But what's even more interesting to me really is just the fact that we're already sitting at the 382 level. So this could, just because of that, be enough of a correction. I mean, this is a pretty clear head and shoulders pattern, so I would expect this to drop a little bit lower. But and the way you measure this is you usually just kind of measure the head. The height of the head is as low as you'll drop from the breakout point, which would roughly put us at about 47.5. So everything's, to me, pointing towards kind of dropping into this range right now, and that would be pretty damn bullish for Bitcoin, in my opinion. I mean, alts are broadly staying the same. We are seeing a nice climb up for some of these coins. You can see a little bit of value gain for some of these altcoins against Bitcoin right here. But I think really the star of the show is VPAD. I was telling you guys about VLaunch quite a bit on this YouTube channel over these past days and weeks, and it is just absolutely crazy right now. Look at this chart. So there was this crazy scam wick that happened here on FIMEX. Obviously, this is not real price action. There's no way that this coin went up to $1,500 for real. It was just one extremely unlucky person that sold up there, if even. But if we look at the more normal chart, you can see where it was listed, it was actually quite a low price. It was listed at about 3-4 cents, and now is 99 cents. So pretty crazy. We're looking at like a 30x gain just on day one, and I do expect this thing to keep running. I mean, this is something I've been talking about for quite a while, so you guys can check them out. There should be a link in the description, or if not, there is also their Twitter page, just VLaunch.com, or type in VLaunch like this on Google, and you'll see it. It's a very cool project headed by 𝗵𝗵_𝗪𝗶𝗹, but pretty much like every single YouTuber who has some good reputation, at least, is in this project, and that's really what makes this good. That's what makes this big. You know, you guys know my stance on coins like this very well. I really genuinely don't give a fuck what they do if I think that they'll make me money. And it's the same reason that I will actively insult Shiba owners. I love it. I love ripping people apart who buy shit coins like this. I love laughing at people that buy shit coins like XRP. But I'll buy them too if I think that they'll make me money. And VIPs know all about that. So definitely looking really nice. Go ahead and check them out, because yeah, I think this is going to be looking really nice. I wish that that there was some more sensible price levels to be able to buy this coin at, right? Because a 30x from launch is pretty crazy. But again, when the project is all about hype, I mean, you know, it's quite unpredictable. So I am waiting to see a little bit more price history. Pardon me. A little bit more price history on this chart. And then I would be looking at potentially seeing where some good entry levels are. But it's already clear. I mean, you know, we could be looking at this 81 cents area and 85 cents area kind of acting as support. I mean, you know, I was able to find a good amount of support here. And if we just kind of put this into perspective, VPAD actually managed to trade with its real price action, managed to trade all the way up at, like, you know, $2.20, even $1.86 just last night. And so it's quite a big drop to be able to drop down to 80 cents. And I think that's what makes this reversal significant, right? I mean, dropping by 58% and then bouncing off this makes the 80 cent level like Bitcoin's 30k level. And so I think that makes it quite a strong area of support. And so if it does end up dropping down there, that would be quite interesting to me as a potential buy. And if it drops below 80, it's probably going to shit the bed and drop massively lower. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but we will have to wait and see, obviously, because this is clearly a coin which can be very irrational just looking at the starting price action right here. But really, there's not enough price history to base full conclusions on this. Anyway, guys, really hope you have enjoyed this video. I do have to run, unfortunately, but if you did enjoy this YouTube video, then you know what to do. Hit up the like, subscribe, tick the bell if you want to join 𝗧𝗪𝗪𝗪's VIP. It's the first link in the description down below. If you want to get onto Bybit and get some free cash, you're going to get up to $4,100 completely free of charge. All you got to do is sign up using my link in the description down below. Make your first Bitcoin deposit. It's going to take you less than 10 minutes, and you're going to get up to $4,100 for free just for doing that. Go ahead and check out that link in the description as well. But with that, guys, I'll see you all in the very next video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, tick the bell. Bye-bye.